Okay, so here we go for Game 6 of this extended series, taken from MLG Columbus 2011. I think it was on day 3 if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna have another clash between these two tremendous pro gamers, and oh, MC just being nasty. He's trying to throw EGIdrA off his game once more with some mind tricks of his own, and EGIdrA hopefully is gonna stay cool inside that booth, because if he starts reaching boiling point, he's gonna melt down and things are not gonna be good. EGIdrA is now under the gun. He needs to win this game. I'm pretty sure he's feeling the pressure, but he's a pro gamer. He knows what it takes to just take the wins out of gamers like MC. He already took 2 wins before, so he can do it, but he needs to focus, he needs to keep cool and not listen to any of MC's trash talk, because basically he's just trying to pressure him. And presenting the players, though you guys already know them for ages now, you're gonna have spawning on this 7 o'clock position oGsMC, Korean pro gamer, 2 championships from the GSL under his belt, so much respect for MC. And on this 3 o'clock position we're gonna have EGIdrA, Greg Fields from Team Evil Geniuses, battling up once again for the 6th time. After he had the advantage of 2-0, he kind of threw it away, and now we have MC leading 3-2. MC took 3 wins in a row of EGIdrA, and I'm pretty sure that EGIdrA isn't feeling very comfortable. He might be a bit pissed off, a bit annoyed with that, but it's up to him to just stand his ground and take the win off MC's clutches on this situation here, because the rule is very simple. Whoever takes 4 wins first takes the final victory on the series, and being MC with 3 wins, he only needs 1 more, and EGIdrA still needs 2 more, so things are getting troublesome for EGIdrA, and EGIdrA needs to just take the win on this one, tie the series and take this to a final ace match. That would be just epic and tremendous. But for now, and following what's going on inside the game, as you can see, EGIdrA went for that spawning pool first, keeping it safe. He's gonna get some Zerglings out, probably to take this annoying probe away. EGIdrA even pulling 2 drones to start poking and prodding at that probe so he can finish it off and get his hatchery down, but nice move there. The probe went a bit to the outer rim and EGIdrA instantly grabbed the hatchery, so well played. He didn't delay his timings there much, and now we have once again MC entering EGIdRA's base. There's no signs of gas, so he's just taking care of his macro game for now. There's no signs of Zergling speed, obviously being not having any gas available, and we do have a Zealot here. He was trying to hide, but I mean, with this Overlord here, he got instantly spotted, I guess. And on MC side, we do see Gateway into Cybercore. He's basically finishing his wall off, and this drone is going to try to pass, which I think he might. There it is. Still got a bit stabbed, but was able to run away, and now the drone is faster than the Zealot, so this is gonna take ages for the Zealot to actually be able to kill this drone, unless EGIdrA just stops microing it, which might happen on some occasions. For now, he's spotting what's going on inside MC's base. 2nd gas just picked up. Meanwhile, the Cybercore is gonna get finished, so he might grab a Stalker to finish off this harass here, this drone that keeps going back and forth on his base, while this probe is gonna arrive home, and the 2nd one is coming out, but I don't predict much of a future for this 2nd one. It's already quite hurt, and with this batch of Zerglings after it, yeah, there it is, it's just finished. And now this drone still alive and kicking inside MC's base, delaying his plans if he was planning on getting anything secret inside the base. For now he's still fine, but I do see that there's a Stalker almost finished, meaning that with the range shots he'll be able to finish this drone quite fast. There it is. Also a mention to this map, test bug from Icy Cub. Let me just mention that the main bases are really big. You can hide a lot of stuff here on the back, as you might imagine. Not sure if MC is even planning to do anything like that, but might be a plan. And I do see that MC is just getting rid of that supply depot that comes on the map and getting a pylon on the downstairs going down the ramp, meaning that he's planning ahead to expand and grab this expo here, which is a fairly easy one to defend. It's really close to your main, easy access as well, so yeah, that's it, incoming the Nexus, so he's not going to be very delayed on the macro game, and he's going to be playing out of 2 bases soon enough. On either side, Queens on both bases, yes, there it is. He's taking care of his Zergling speed now, still playing out of a single gas, and at the same time just having his Zergling patrols going back and forth here, trying to control any movements, especially for probes attempting to get proxy pylons and stuff like that. He has a big Zergling patrol, and a really bold move here by EGIdrA. He knows he needs to take the chance, so he's going for it. Grabbing a hatchery on the rich mineral field, really early, like at the 6-minute mark, and now he has all of his Zerglings poking at these rocks to get rid of them. While on MC side we do see more gateways coming out, and on the back of the base a Stargate once more. Ooh, we're gonna have more Air Force harass like he did on previous matchups. Though the build is not exactly the same, he delayed the Stargate a bit longer on this map. And let's see if he's gonna go for Phoenix play or straight for Void Ray to start burning and roasting some of IdrA's ground units. For now, IdrA is just hanging there. He's actually getting the Roach Warren. There's not much of an air defense, so we need IdrA to react quickly if he wants to stand a chance on this matchup. He already had that happening to him on 2 previous matches on this series, where basically he only had ground forces and there were Void Rays roasting his units. We do see Evo Chamber taking care of the upgrades and the Roach Warren almost getting done, while this Zergling is trying to stay here on the front that gives access to the Natural Expo from MC, but MC pulling with his forces and forcing that Zergling to stay away, while this Overlord is keeping tabs here and spotted the Expo obviously. There's the reason why IdrA just decided to go for that third, so he knew that his opponent MC was macroing up as well, and he just took the chance. And now another probe killed. Did that probe spotted any of the creep on the access to the third? No, he didn't. He didn't realize that IdrA is still playing on 3 bases. He's already playing on 3 bases. And meanwhile on his bases, let me take a look. He's already getting the lair tech, getting some spore crawlers, so reacting quickly to the Void Ray that is coming out and starting to roast all of these Zerglings. A nice reaction there by IdrA and the way of defending his mineral lines, because this Void Ray, I'm sure, is going to start going there and try to harass as much as possible. Let me take a look here. As you can see, we do have here already spore crawlers, the second one going on this base, as well spore crawlers, and on the main as well, so he's getting all of those places well defended. A very good option, while this Void Ray attempts to get some Overlord hunting rolling, and seems like he's going to kill at least one of them. Oh, almost there. No, he's still alive. Oh, another shot. And now this Void Ray is going to spot the creep and the third base from MC, and MC will realize that he's falling a bit behind, while this Queen's trying to finish off this pesky Void Ray. And now we do see Phoenixes coming out. It's 2 Void Rays backed up by Phoenixes. This is going to be a solid and menacing Air Force here, I would say. There's the Phoenix already, while on MC side, let me just take a look at these buildings. There's already the Forge taking care of upgrades, more Phoenixes coming out. The Expo is rolling just fine as well, and we do see that he's gonna start shooting down this Overlord, kill another one, and keeps annoying the supply count for them. IdrA, but it's obviously something that it's related with the way Zerg play, so you just need to deal with it and try to get more Overlords out. And incoming the forces, the air forces from MC, knocking on the door, entering here on the south side of the main base of IdrA, roasting that extractor, probably try to charge the beams, so next he can just focus on those queens and melt away all of those queens. Look at him just lifting them with the Phoenixes and roasting with full beam with those 2 Void Rays. This is gonna be a quick kill here, and losing this amount of queens for IdrA, it's obviously painful. Lifting another one, already killed 2 queens. Spore Crawler finally in range, trying to shoot down some of these air units, but MC even taking his time to put the Spore Crawler down. This is a bit surprising for me. One of those Void Rays is almost finished. There it is, destroyed by that IdrA that just came out, and the IdrA got instantly killed, but still now IdrA has the chance to get some IdrA out. There's the IdrA then on that corner. He's losing a lot of them because basically he's streaming them one by one. He needs to make a nice mass there, and now we witness just the Phoenix count here, shooting down everything that moves, roasting as many of those Overlords as possible. Try to get IdrA close to supply block. It's still very far away, but you'll never know. These things are just like that. And now we have the Phoenix count advancing here, facing the IdrA, lifting some of them and killing them, and now running away to the back of the main base. Try to be out of range of any of those air-to-air, ground-to-air units, while he just goes one way down south, and we do see IdrA getting Spore Crawlers once more. So now the harass is finished. IdrA took his time to grab a 4th on behind the rich mineral field, so he's way ahead on the economy, I'm assuming. And taking a look here on MC side, yeah, look at the gap on the economy, 60, 50, 58, so fairly balanced, and then almost 2,000 against 1,400. And inside MC's base, we already have robotics facility and the extended thermal lens getting ready, meaning that he's going to prepare himself to get some Colossus mixed on the fray on his unit composition. Let's take a look. 15 Roaches, 10 Hydralisks, 4 Queens and 10 Zerglings. A nice battle ensuing here with a lot of these Roaches try to lead the charge while the Hydralisks stay on the back and DPS as much as possible, but some awesome force field play here by MC, containing the movement of several of the units on the back and basically destroying this advanced unit force that IdrA was trying to send into the Natural Expo from MC. Well defended here. There's still plenty of Roaches to back up the Hydralisks, but there's only 3 Hydralisks, meaning that you won't be having much of DPS to put out this big death ball that is present here, along with that Colossus that is just roasting all of the units standing on the front line from IdrA. And here he comes with a lot of Roaches, the reinforcements, trying to poke and prod once more, forcing again MC to try to defend, and he did. He just pushed the forces from IdrA once again back. And let's take a look at the supplies. 130 against 126, so fairly balanced there on the count. Though I'm pretty sure IdrA has more workers, as you might imagine. 66 against 58 exactly, but this is going to show on the economy, and he's going to be able to replenish his army much quicker, obviously. And I do see the Air Force for MC advancing once more, while we do see a lot of upgrades getting taken care of. IdrA is taking care of his ranged upgrades, getting more Evo Chambers, putting Roaches out, and meanwhile these Phoenixes harass here on the 4th base from IdrA, try to kill as much as possible, and we do see the pneumatized carapace for the Overlords, meaning that they will gain the speed, and that might be able to help them avoid the aggression from those Phoenixes, that Phoenix squadron that keeps going back and forth. There's the Spire showing up on this corner, so IdrA is going to have some Air Force incoming of his own soon enough as well. While we witness a small skirmish here, it's a small group of Roaches trying to advance, but instantly thwarted by the forces from MC. MC has a pretty menacing group here standing on the front of his Natural Expo. While he grabs his 3rd, he knows that he's falling back on his economy, obviously, based on the fact that he scouted that 4th base, and having IdrA playing on 4 bases while MC is on 2, obviously that's gonna hurt his economy. Once again, focusing the fire on that Queen, trying to put the Queen down. He's gonna do it easily with these 4 Phoenixes. Some air defenses showing up here, Spore Crawlers, while we do see more and more upgrades ensuing for IdrA, getting the Burrow, getting the missile attack, now the Carapace as well, and the Hydralisks finally showing up here, but a little bit too late, forcing IdrA to get another Queen for that base. While on MC side, we have a lot of gateways, as you all can see. Already has the Twilight Council on the back as well, meaning that he's gonna get Blink for his Stalkers to reinforce his army, and incoming Roaches and Hydralisks once more on a big battle here in the middle of the map. Force field play once more, taking those Hydralisks out of range, but no, the Hydralisks are still DPSing from the back, meaning that MC should micro a bit more, pull back a little bit more, but he was kind of surrounded. There was a second group of Roaches on the back poking at the unit, so it wasn't possible for him to just pull back and not get shot anyway. And we do see that MC once again resisting the assault. There's 1-0 on the upgrades for the Stalkers. The Roaches are 1-0 as well, so balanced there on the upgrade count for now, though IdrA is working on it, and we do see weapons level 2 for MC as well. There's plenty of units here. IdrA is just massing up in the middle of the map. Notice his creep spread. He's been working on it quite hardly, and he's has like half the map creeped or something like that. Meanwhile, inside his bases, let's take a look at the builds. There's the Spire. He's getting a lot of Corruptors, probably to use them as a counter to the Colossus play that MC is gonna commit himself to, and massing up all his units here. 191 on supply against 143 for MC, so a good advantage here. Oh, MC lost several of his Phoenixes now with those Hydralisks shooting them down, while MC was taking care of other businesses, other matters somewhere else in the map. And now we do see MC advancing with his Stalkers to the middle of the map, and I think we're gonna have a big confrontation here. They're getting ready, try to get the proper positioning. I do see a lot of Corruptors incoming here for IdrA. They'll be able to put down this Colossus force quite quickly. My question is, How much did he sacrifice it from his ground force to have this amount of corruptors? He needs the right count, or else if he goes for way too many corruptors, he might not have enough on his ground force to defend here. Incoming the roaches once more, loads of roaches. He's going to have a very sturdy front line to help out those hydralisks to defend properly and soak up the damage so the hydralisks don't take the shots. As you guys know, they're quite squishy, so it's kind of complicated to have them in the front line. And incoming all of those corruptors along with the roaches, there's a massive battle ensuing here. Notice the assault, big assault here with EGIdrA leading with his corruptors, trying to harass as much as possible, snipe down all of those colossus, and now we have a massive battle ensuing on the ground, but EGIdrA doesn't have enough ground forces with all of those blink stalkers destroying all the ground forces and now trying to blink on top of the corruptors and wreak havoc onto that air force from EGIdrA. More forces from EGIdrA incoming, this time a couple of zerglings. EGIdrA making 11 more hydralisks trying to defend, but hydralisks are so fragile, you really need another ground unit on front of it so they can DPS freely and do tons of damage. Like this, I don't think the hydralisks will be able to resist longer. EGIdrA pulling back, he's just withdrawing his forces. That couple of hydralisks there is just risking way too much. They're kind of alone on the front line, and EGIdrA clearly needs to mass up his army once more. On the supply count, as you can see, he's still leading. Obviously there's a big difference there on the economy and on the workers, 74 against 62, and here he comes once again. A lot of hydralisks massing up and battling their way through this force from oGsMC, but MC withdrawing this time. And notice the forces from EGIdrA. He's gonna have some troubles here, basically because he doesn't have anything to defend the hydralisks, and the hydralisks are just, can I call it squishy? Because they are squishy. Only 80 HP, it's hard to keep them alive, and roaches on the front soaking up some damage, or zerglings getting a nice surround, a nice amount of zerglings is the way to go. For now we do see only hydralisks. This army is a bit unbalanced. Let's compare with the one from MC, 35 Stalkers, 3 Phoenixes, 5 Zealots. Very heavy on the Stalker play as well, MC. And we do have 37 Hydralisks, 10 Corruptors, 3 Queens, 1 Zergling there, which is a bit out of the ordinary. But I don't know, let's see if the Hydralisks are able to put up enough DPS to just crush the forces from MC. For now they're just moving here, advancing towards MC's forces, and you're gonna have a big clash ensuing. In they come, trying to pull against MC's forces, MC trying to gain a positional advantage here, moving to the right, now moving to the left. We're witnessing here a strategical dance with both armies trying to get the best position possible. EGIdrA needs a very long concave here so he can get all of these hydralisks shooting down, and keep in mind that this army from MC doesn't have any sentries there, meaning that the force field play won't be something unbalancing the battle or tipping it in favor of MC. Meanwhile, 3 base play, 1400, EGIdrA is on 1400 as well. He's been playing out of 5 bases now, which is quite good, quite beneficial. We do see a couple of Stalkers here just trying to finish off that Overlord, and now we're gonna have a push by MC advancing with all his forces against the Hydralisk army from EGIdrA and blinking back instantly. So apparently he's trying to draw EGIdrA in. He wants EGIdrA to come out of the creep so he can get the advantage, and EGIdrA is working on his creep tumors. As you can see, he's been taking very good care of his creep highway. But the problem is that at the moment, if he wants to battle on MC's ground, there won't be any creep around. And incoming now DTs to back up the forces from MC, and there's no detection whatsoever. So these Hydralisks are going to get destroyed so quickly, and with Infestors on the back trying to fungal some of the units. Very long line here, EGIdrA with a nice positioning, but the Blink Stalkers blinking forward. All of them, as you can see, they're corrupted, and we're getting fungal growth on top of them. And now we do have a big Stalker force destroying the army from EGIdrA. There's nothing left, no chance whatsoever, and now he's going to focus his fire on this Corruptor play here, the Corruptor Squadron, with the DTs leading the charge. They destroyed so much of that Hydralisk force as well, with no detection there available. He wasn't able to target them, and EGIdrA just lost a massive battle there, forcing him to GG out of this match. These DTs were key on that final battle. They backed up the Stalker force and destroyed all of those Hydralisks. 80 HP is just not enough. He needed something else to back it up, but well, the infested Hydralisk didn't work. And with this result, we have MC doing a null kill over EGIdrA. I mean, 4 wins in a row, that's what I mean. And a bit frustrating. I was expecting this series to be a close one, and actually MC just completely destroyed IdrA on this situation here, and a bit surprising after IdrA taking the first two matches when they played on day one. So I guess that MC learned these lessons meanwhile during the weekend. Still, MC takes the win, final victory here 4-2. Hope you guys enjoyed this match because it was a pretty intense one, obviously. Still, there's a lot of nice intense moments on this matchup, a lot of interesting stuff to follow up. So I hope you guys can take a look at this video and have fun. See you later.